Hello and welcome to my meditation. My name is Debra Baker and I'm so grateful that you have joined me for this little while. We're going to relax today. It's time to relax. So let's get started. As usual, let's begin with our 3 nice, really deep breaths. Breathing in, holding it for a second. Releasing it really slowly. Now the second breath a little deeper, releasing a little more slowly. Now take the deepest breath you've taken all day. Hold it for a heartbeat or two. And then release it very slowly. Let go. Just let it all go. Imagine that these little trapdoors just opened up in your body, whether you are sitting and it's releasing out, into the seat of the chair and the soles of your feet, or if you're lying down, everywhere where your body is touching the bed or the sofa or the floor. Just imagine all these little trapdoors opening and releasing any kind of static, anything that no longer serves you. Just let it all go. Imagine starting with the soles of your feet and from your knees down, kind of tense up, pull your muscles to the bones there and tense up your feet and your lower legs. Maybe pull your toes up toward your knees and just hold that for a breath cycle. And then let it go and imagine whatever you just squeezed out, like you're squeezing out a washcloth. Whatever you just squeezed out just releases out the soles of your feet. And now focus on your upper legs. Pull all of your muscles to your bones of your thighs, your upper legs. For a breath cycle, squeeze, 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 and then let go. And then pull all the muscles in your pelvis. So pull your pelvic floor up, your glutes pull in toward your bones, pull your lower abdominals in, your hips as best you can, and just kind of tighten it all up there for a breath cycle. And then let it go. And now you're focused on your midsection, pulling your sides, your back, your middle torso in toward the middle, toward your spine. Squeeze it out. And then let it go. And now clench your fists. Curl them up toward your elbows, and so tighten the muscles in your lower arms. And just squeeze all that for a second. And then let that go. And now your upper arms, your biceps and your triceps, squeeze them in. Maybe squeeze your arms to your body. Squeeze it, and then let it go. Okay, now imagine pulling in all the muscles around your rib cage. So whether that means pulling your shoulders together toward the front or pulling them together toward the back, just kind of squeeze it all in for a second or a breath cycle. And then let that go. And now finally your head, neck, and shoulders. So pull your shoulders up to your ears, tuck your chin, and just squeeze all that in your top 3 chakras. Just squeeze that all together. Squint your face up, make a funny face, like you just ate a lemon. Squeeze it for a breath cycle. And then let it go. sometimes we just need to relax. I'm releasing this meditation the first full week of November, which for those of you who live in the United States, we just had a time change, which kind of takes its toll on us, on our bodies. For those of you who live in areas where they do change the time, I know not every place does. Spirit said, we just need to relax today. We just need to let go of anything that no longer serves us by practicing non-resistance. So imagine all that energy that you just let go of is releasing out all those little trapdoors. And I would like to invite you to go in your mind to your happy place. Somebody told me one time it's their recliner. Somebody else said it's the mountains, it's the beach, it's the desert. Wherever it is, in the warmer months, mine is floating on a raft in a lazy river. Wherever it is, just I invite you to go there mentally. And I'm going to give us some quiet so we can just take our time settling into our happy place. And observe in your happy place, what is it that makes you happy? So let's first focus on the sensation, how it feels. Is it hot and dry? Is it chilly? Is there a chill in the air? If you are in water, is the water just the perfect temperature? Or are you on a nice, soft, fuzzy blanket? Or snuggled under a nice, soft, fuzzy blanket? Just pay attention to the sensations, how it feels to your body. And your body will continue to relax as we go through this meditation. So for me, that often means stretching my neck out a little bit while I'm meditating until I get fully settled. And so now let's focus on what it looks like. Look around you. And maybe instead of focusing on one place, you go through this kind of montage of things you like to look at. So as I thought about things I like to look at, I was remembering the trees. Oh, the beautiful colors of the trees when my husband and I just drove through upstate New York recently. And maybe you have some beautiful trees changing near you now. Or maybe you're listening to this in the spring and the trees are budding and the flowers are budding. Just focus on looking at the things you love. You know, my montage includes this imaginary hammock between two palm trees near the shore in Hawaii, where I can hear the ocean, I can see the waves breaking. To just think of things that you love to see, that bring you peace. And now think about what it smells like. So my first thought when I was thinking about the lazy river was the smell of chlorine in the water. I thought, well, if I'm in a lazy river in Hawaii, I could smell the tropical flowers. Or maybe I'm in the midst of, a forest of leaves that are changing, and you can smell that indescribable scent of the leaves, kind of starting to decay a little bit, not in an offensive way. It just smells like fall. Or maybe it's the pumpkin spice fragrance. Just think about what smells bring you comfort. And now let's think about what sounds. So I don't know if you can hear the sounds of the fountain in the frame. And maybe you have birds singing in your happy place, or the sound of running water, or the sound of the breeze in the trees. Children's laughter. I've always thought it would be fun to live near a high school so I could hear the band practicing in late summer in the early mornings. And now let's imagine taste. In your happy place, do you have a refreshing beverage in your hand? And if it's winter, maybe you've got a nice hot cup of cocoa or coffee, or summertime, you got a nice refreshing strawberry lemonade. Whatever it is that you like to drink or eat. These things are called creature comforts. And I would like to give you an assignment. And all of my assignments are suggestions, as we all well know. But your assignment is to gather around you today something that comforts and soothes each one of your senses. So I have been collecting soft blankets, and I've begun doing meditations in my home again, and everybody wanted a nice blanket to cuddle up under, even though the temperature was fine in the room, but it's just something very soothing about a nice soft cuddly blanket. So gather around you today. Maybe it's your favorite socks, maybe it's a necklace that reminds you of someone you love. Something that feels good, something that smells good, something that tastes good, something that looks good, and something that sounds good. gather all of those things around you. And just relax into that. Because you deserve a break. You deserve to take time out. I've mentioned Daniel Namod before on this channel, and if I can figure out how to do it, I'll put a link to this song. But sometimes if I'm having trouble falling asleep at night, his song comes to mind, and the words are, I leave behind the world as it is, go inside to find my God. Inside there is peace. Inside there is joy. And I think it's inside there is sacred love. So everything you need to relax is already inside of you. And you deserve to relax. To just take time off. We're human beings, so let's be peaceful. The more that we allow ourselves to be, the more of the infinite, our infinite selves, shows up in our human bodies and our human experience. And all this well. Take another nice deep breath. And another nice, another nice deep breath. And I invite you to take lots of moments today just to try to relax, to try to just give yourself a break, to be kind to yourself. There's no reason to be harsh with yourself. You are a beautiful, beautiful soul expressing here on earth, and I'm grateful that you are expressing here on earth right now at the same time that I am. And I invite you to remember that you are whole and perfect exactly as you are. There's nothing you need to change to become any more whole or any more perfect. So the infinite presence moving in, through, and as me honors and recognizes, sends unconditional love to the infinite presence moving in, through, and as you. Namaste. Have a wonderful week.